And a dare.
We've started.
Oh, maybe.
Hi.
How was Sydney?
Really good. Yep. Vivid Fest was pretty and sparkly and...
Is that like a gay festival? Sort of, I mean, without saying that so bluntly,
No,
like I'm from Logan?
Nothing to do with homosexuals. It does make you sound like you're exactly from Logan.
Yeah, I know. Well,
No.
my whole life is Facebook and what I see on Facebook.
Right. No, Vivid Fest is just...
Wait, what did I say about microphone technique? Get in there.
Lighting up stuff. I'm using my hands. It's like the Harbour Bridge actually isn't in it. Only the pylons are. Like the Opera House and different buildings around the city. Oh my God, it's pretty incredible. On this one building, this was at like 1:45. We're standing there watching it, and like vines are crawling out of it, and then it looks like all the bricks are breaking apart and collapsing, and then butterflies appear. Oh, it's unbelievable. It's all set to music, and they do it all over the city. Every year from like end of May for about 10 days or something it runs.
Magic.
And it's so good. But that's not why we went. We went down to see Morrissey at the Opera House.
Yeah.
And that was amazing.
Sing me his big hit. Or sing me a song that's in his head.
I'll sing you the Smith song. Oh, well, I'll sing you the Smith song that he did because he only did two. He did.
What?
I don't want to do it now.
Do it.
Stop me.
Do it.
Stop me if you think that you've heard this one before. Nothing's changed. I still love you. Oh, I still love you. Yeah. Only slightly, my love. Yeah.
So he had a backing band then?
He had a band, yep. They looked really cool. They all had braces and, old white shirt and then like the comb over hairstyle.
Nice.
So it was but they all had white like Band-Aids on their noses, like they'd all been punched out or something.
Right.
It was a bit...
He just themed them up.
Yeah, and we couldn't really figure out what that was about. But man, they were incredible, the band. You know, when you're watching a band and they're just like, they've got the roadies just throwing them changes of instruments and they're swapping from, what they're playing guitar and then they're playing bloody clarinet or something and then jumping on, and they all just kept switching. So they were all obviously every one of them could play a ton of different instruments, and they were amazing.
Is Morrissey the guy, right? I respect him, actually. What's that song he has called Monster? What was it? I really wanted to listen to this before we press play on this.
Meet His Murder is his big song.
I thought there was a song that's got it's got a great chorus, Monster or something like.
Well, there probably is.
Yeah.
But no, he does. I am the sun and the air. I have a shyness that is criminally.
Why can't I think of the melody?
I don't know that word.
I know
I'm the sun and air of nothing in particular.
Yeah.
It's the lead song it's the opening credits to bloody Charm, the TV show.
He's the kind of performer that, I'm trying to imagine seeing him live where, I'm the sun.
You got it? You got it? Yeah.
But how does he move? Like, is he real? Because there's thousands of people watching him.
He's pretty dramatic, that he moves around the stage a lot. He loves to twirl his microphone cord. He does a lot of that. Didn't do a lot of banter. Only spoke to the audience directly, maybe 3 times.
I am the sun and the air.
There you go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm just
what's the next bit?
The chorus.
Here goes. Something like that.
Oh, shut your mouth. How can you say I go about things the wrong way? I am human and I need to be loved just like everybody else does.
That's a great song.
He's a poet, man.
Yeah?
And that's a Smith song, though. From when he was lead singer of the Smiths. But his stuff on his own.
I am human.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
When did he do that? In the
that's 80s.
But was the last song?
Oh, he didn't do that. Didn't do that.
What?
No, and he didn't do There's a Light That Never Goes Out, which, of course, pretty much everyone expects that as the encore. He didn't do that because that's probably the biggest Smith song. No, he did a lot of his own solo stuff, which I know some of the albums, but some of them I'm not completely familiar with. And he obviously has a new album, and he did a bunch of stuff of that too. But he incorporates incredible graphics up on the screen.
Yeah.
So when he did Meet His Murder, of course it was just. I've not eaten meat since Tuesday. I'm really, seriously, it was
I heard
so graphic.
I heard the other day that he's really hardcore about that. So he
is very
to the
much.
point of they were doing a show in famous for going to Norway. What's that country? Iceland. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
he
with
pulled the whole show because
Yeah.
he won't let anyone in his crew eat meat.
No,
he actually
and they're
won't
not allowed.
let...
No, the venue is not allowed to serve
Yeah.
meat at all.
Yeah.
In the entire time that he is there. Yeah, because one of the people that works there was at the Opera House. We were chatting to outside, and they were saying, their friend worked there, and the staff were super pissed off because they couldn't even just get led lunch. They couldn't get a ham sandwich for lunch or whatever because no meat allowed at the venue when he's performing. And he's doing 2 more shows this Friday and Saturday night. Oh, tonight and tomorrow night.
Oh, wow.
He had Daniel Johns was on in between. He did.
Was it
Morrissey's
good?
done 4. I didn't see him. No. Morrissey's done 4 shows at the Opera House, and I think Daniel Johns is doing 4 shows as well.
Yeah,
so
he's got a new solo album, right? Yeah. That's cool. I hope he's good.
I've only heard that one song of it.
Oh, was that a cover?
Aerial Love.
Oh,
That's
no.
the
I
only
don't
one.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
So you hear the radio all the time?
No, only when I'm at the
but at the studio, yeah. So
once
so
a
you,
week.
But it's quirky fun. I bet you hear how the music just comes and goes, like
every week there's new songs in the system.
a new hot track, right?
Yep.
And does it come in and out of your life though? Like it's all the same, because I find myself just go all of a sudden every 18 months something will take over and I go, that is great. It just speaks to me, and everything's crap in between. Then all of a sudden 18 months like, whoa, but it's in your industry. You just keep hearing these songs. You're like, ugh.
Yeah, well, there's an element of both. There's lots of repetition, obviously. It's commercial radio. But there's also, I'm on air every Sunday now. So there's a whole week of music that gets added into the system since I've been there last week. And I'll be like, who the fuck is that? And I'll have to Google the person's name. Never have heard of them before.
Yeah.
It'll be like some obscure Swedish DJ group or something. And sometimes that will happen sometimes. And there'll be a track where I'll go, I actually don't mind this.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Very good chance it won't even be playing next week when I'm back in here. I may never hear it again. But, there are some good songs that come through, but they'll only be through for... It could only be literally a week.
Yeah.
But then there's, of course, the Ed Sheerans, the Taylor Swifts, the Katy Perrys, the Thirsty Mercs, the Birds of Tokyo, those same ones that will always be played. Yeah, but then you get the odd one thrown in and go. And they're the ones that I go and actually have to research. Right. And I may listen to more of their music and find that they're okay.
Oh, yeah. With Facebook.
Yeah, keep going.
I find that if I wake up every morning and my natural thing is to check Facebook. And so whatever was interesting the day before becomes not very interesting the day after. So if there was a new band that would show up on your show one week, I could forget them like it was no tomorrow. Not like in the old days where a record company would push something until you're sort of forced to listen to it in a way. Like it was on, the industry was kind of small, but in the same way, if they had one thing they were pushing, you just saw all the posters in the shop. I could imagine now
there would have been a
next
month's worth of promotional build up to a new album being released. But now it's over. Like it's there and it's gone. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why from week to week I have to research the new stuff because, and like I said, it might not be on air next week. Yeah. They might just give it a run of a week, and if nobody shows any interest in it, then it's pulled and something else gets put in its place. Yeah.
So I'm the guy. Is there a record guy that comes in from the? Do they still play that game?
They come down from Brisbane. Yeah.
Right.
Each of the companies
are they dressed up like douchebags? They still hang.
No.
They kind of rock and roll.
They're all nice guys.
Yeah, but
the ones
seriously,
the ones that I've met are nice guys. Yeah.
The record guys, they're like a magical person that you've never met, but every band wants to meet one.
Right.
So
I don't think their jobs are as exciting and illustrious as they once may have been back in the heyday. Yeah. I think it's a very, very different kind of job now. Yeah. I think, back then,
like the A&R guy. I remember in the early 90s, there was still an A&R guy. That's how they found, I was in this band. That's how they found Silverchair. We were never considered because they didn't really like us from the word go, but we were considered. There's this one A&R guy, I can't think of his name now, but he found Silverchair.
Right.
These are these 16-year-old kids. Yeah.
The Aussie Nirvana. Let's do this.
But we were considered in the same group, and Daniel Johns, they were great. So, but I remember that taking off because there were A&R guys floating the gigs, and everyone would hear, oh, there's an A&R guy here.
I don't think it really works that anymore.
No.
I couldn't tell you. I don't
Hanging
think
down the shark bar?
I'm pretty sure no, it doesn't really work that way
No,
anymore.
no.
I think the commercial radio people just wait for Triple J to put something unearthed on, and they go, "Yeah, that sounds like us. All right, let's go over. Send over their CD. Well, not even CD.
Or the kids like it.
Yeah.
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 So they're just admin guys.
We saw Silverchair. That was such a good year for Aussie music in 1996. Down at the LJ Hotel, the Jindabyne Hotel down in the snow.
Yep.
And I was working down there for the snow
I know that
season.
hotel, yep.
Fuck, it was like the best 4-month
Yeah.
period of my life. And we saw that was like just before.
I went there in 97.
That was the winter. Yeah, that was the winter before that big day out that just blew up Australian music.
Yeah.
Where we got to see all
I
these
worked there.
bands in the
Porno for
pubs.
Pyros.
Custard and Ammonia.
Rancid.
Jebediah slept on our floor in our lounge room. Like it was, and we played pool with Frenzal Rom after the gigs. It was such that particular winter.
Yeah.
Because then, there was that they were all on the line for the big day, and Aussie music kind of just had this big, resurgence again of like rock
regurgitated, actual homegrown meets the end of Nirvana.
That was really great, really, really good time to be alive and be
Yeah.
young.
And it was like it was
free.
That's right. Yeah, really.
I got married at the end of that snow season.
Did ya?
Met him in the first week, married him in the last.
Did
week.
ya?
Yeah, 4 months I'd known the dude.
Awesome. Good choice.
We met.
Great decision.
We
Still
didn't.
together?
No, but we share a
I've
lovely
done
son.
that, mate. I'm only taking. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was. But that's what happened then. Like if you were in the snow down there, 1996, no internet, no mobiles, nothing.
That's right.
You were literally in a pocket of bliss.
Yeah.
Like the rest of they could have nuked fucking America and we would not have even known about it. We were so just like, get drunk at the pub, take some, go home, get a couple hours sleep, get up, go up the mountain, work your ass off all day, come home, repeat. Like that's all it was. And it was just like live music, partying, snowboarding. That's it. For 4 months. It was
great.
Awesome.
Isn't it funny how we ruined that? Mm-hmm. Like we're actually the same human beings with the same wants. Like I did it in 97. I drove there for 2 weeks alone. I went to the snow alone. Never done that before. You know?
Wow.
Party by myself and had the best time.
So much fun.
So that's what we want. We actually want to turn the when the phone keeps ringing at home, you're like, who's this, man?
I know.
But we've actually created it the opposite way. We've created it so it never ends.
I know. And you can't, and it's kind of sad that you like pick up your phone now at night and just go, oh, fuck off, and put it down. But it's one of your good friends. I do it. And I'm just like, not in the mood, can't be asked. Whereas if that was the 90s and it was my home phone ringing, I'd answer.
Yeah.
I would never ignore the home phone because
you had
who
to
knows
answer.
what
Exactly.
I may have missed out on.
Yeah.
So you answered. But now you're kind of like, I'll see it on Facebook, whatever it is they want, or they can text me, or we've really isolated ourselves.
Well, I live
from
where
each
there's
other.
no mobile reception,
Yeah,
so
right.
it never rings at home.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Do you remember this? I used to get panicked about where my girlfriend is, things like that.
Oh,
like
really?
panicked about. Hang on a minute, my mate isn't answering his phone, and my girlfriend isn't. They were going to that party that I couldn't be at. I used to get really
paranoia.
Well, yeah, but in the same way, like, hang on, mum's not home. Like in those old days, and your mind would just take off because you had no information. And that I noticed I don't have any of that anymore.
Yeah,
I
that'd
can
be
find
more
out
so like that.
any
If your mum
second.
was late, and you're like, what the hell? Is she dead? Like,
Yeah,
the first
your
thing you think.
mind would take
Yeah.
off. It could take for hours.
Yeah. I never really had boyfriends, so I don't really know about that.
Come on.
No, seriously.
Boy, look at you.
No.
Whose lips?
Got married at 20. Never really had boyfriends. I've been
Wow.
single.
Yeah.
I enjoyed being single and then I met Ollie, fell in love, married him, stayed with him far too long, divorced him, and have been a single mum ever since. And I've been on a few dates, but
What about before
no one
then,
have
though?
been boyfriends. No, only one in
Why?
high school. There was one in high school.
Yeah. You have this thing inside you when you're a man. Like you wake up with a boner. Yeah,
but why do you think that women don't wake up feeling horny too?
Yeah, but
I know you have a physical. There's an
it's
actual.
a physical.
You can't hide it.
Yeah,
it's happening.
Yeah, and once you learn, hang on, if I rub this a few more times than normal, wow,
Yeah.
then
The
how can you
world
stop?
changes.
Yeah, what's the point in stopping from here on
Rainbows
in?
and unicorns.
Yeah. So and same with sex. Like we actually